Hello everybody. In this video, we will try to understand the impact of different planetary transits on India. So the moment Rahu entered Pisces, you can see the expenditure in India started rising. The costs actually are rising. If you see different products, the prices of different products are rising. It's because we discussed previously India belongs to Pisces ascendant. If you consider 26 January 1950 as the birth of India, because that is the date on which our constitution is actually produced in the parliament. So basically, India was born on that day, the new India. So 26 January 1950, 10 a.m., the constitution is produced in the parliament in the New Delhi. So the place of birth is New Delhi and the time of birth is 10 a.m. on 26 January 1950 is the date of birth of India. Now if you take that as the birth time and birth date and birthplace, then clearly India belongs to Pisces ascendant. In addition to that, India basically it's sacrificing in nature, right? So Pisces represents that sacrifice. So many people invaded India, and still India always sacrifice. India provides services to other countries, right? And also India is in India, you can see people performing a lot of, religious activities. Pisces represents those religious activities, the homas, yajnas, and all this stuff. So, taking all this into account, you can consider India belongs to Pisces ascendant. Now, currently Saturn is moving in the Aquarius, in the 12th house of India, basically. So 12th house is nothing but, the way government spends money on the people. So as Saturn is present there is a kind of restriction, the way government's spending a lot of money on the people, right? It's a kind of it's not that they are spending a lot of money, lot of resources on the people so that the prices are reducing. It's not that, right? Clearly you're seeing the prices are increasing. And one more thing is when Rahu came to Pisces, that is, Pisces decides the existence of India. If so many planets come to Pisces, something like Rahu, Mars, Saturn, if all those planets come into Pisces, you can see clearly there is a threat to existence of India, and that will happen in 2025 around, right? In 2025 March, you can clearly see Saturn will move to the Pisces, and that time Rahu would also stay there, and that time Mars may also come there. We will see that in future. But for now, in 2024, as and when Rahu came to Pisces, you can see Rahu can also create troubles, right? Wherever it lives, in whichever house Rahu stays, it creates problems. That is Rahu's main motive. That becomes, even in natal astrology, you say, what is your life purpose? If somebody asks you, wherever Rahu sits, that becomes your life purpose. If somebody has Rahu in the 10th house, career would be his life purpose, would become his life purpose. If somebody has Rahu in the 4th house, so managing mother and managing his own, house, the property, because 4th house represents the property. So when Rahu is in the fourth house, managing mother, managing property, that becomes the person's life's purpose, right? The life purpose would become that one, the fourth house. If Rahu is in the second house, it means money, liquid cash, earning lot and lot of money, or earning money that is going to be the life purpose of that particular native. If Rahu is in the second house, let us say for a particular person, a particular native, then gaining money and maintaining family stability, that would become his life's purpose. So this is how Rahu decides. Rahu creates troubles wherever he sits. That is a fundamental thing. Rahu can give, but at the same time he creates troubles there. So Rahu is, the moment Rahu transiting the Pisces, the sign of Pisces, the expenditure rised, the kind of, the people, the existence of the people, existence of the country and existence of the people and existence of the government depends upon the prices present in the country. If the prices are increasing sky high, then people would not be able to buy a lot of things, and that creates a lot of poverty. That's the existence problem. Rahu alone is going to create this kind of trouble, right? And if in addition to Rahu, if some other bad planets also join Rahu, then there would be a kind of war, that creates a heavy problem in the matters of existence of the country. So currently only Rahu is present, right, in the Pisces, so expenditure is rising. At the same time, as Saturn is in the 12th house, government spending on the people is also a kind of restriction, because wherever Saturn sits, Saturn restricts, right? Saturn compresses the stuff. So as Saturn is transiting in the 12th house, you can clearly see, right, the government is also not spending much amount of money in order to avoid this price hike anywhere, right? And one more thing, even though Rahu is in the first house, Saturn is in the 12th house, you can clearly see Jupiter is in the second house. Second house is here for Pisces ascendant. The second house is Aries. So as Jupiter is transiting in the second house, that Jupiter is providing a lot of resources in order to accommodate all this, goods and all the stuff. So that's why when this Jupiter moves out of Aries, then the situation would become a bit problematic. And when that is going to happen? 25th April 2024. I will tell you there is a positive thing after this. One thing is Jupiter is going to move from Aries to Taurus on 25th April 2024. So that time onwards you will see the prices are going high. Government would not be able to do much for the people to reduce the prices. At the same time, Jupiter is also not present in the second house, so Jupiter may not be able to give a lot of resources because it's not in the second house, right? It's not in the second house. So 25th April 2024 onwards, this existence of the country related to only Rahu is present in the Pisces, so it may not be a very, very big problem, but at the same time, it's not going to be very smoother. India is going to have problems related to prices for sure this year. And the prices may increase even more in future. And the good thing here is, after 25th April 2024, even though Jupiter is moving out of Aries, Venus would be present in the Aries, in the second house. So as Venus is in the Aries till 18th May 2024, the situation would not be very much worst, you can say. It's going to be a kind of frictional thing, but at the same time there is a balance, little bit of balance at least you can observe, because Venus is there to provide the resources. And then after 18th May 2024, Venus will move out of Aries. But again, the good thing here is Mercury is going to be present in the Aries till 30th May 2024. So there is always somebody for India in the second house till 30th May 2024 to provide some resources. But the amount of resources, see, Jupiter can provide more, and then Venus can provide, of course, to some good amount, but not as Jupiter can provide. But again, Mercury also can provide, but not as good as Venus. So the amount of support is also going to reduce step by step. After 25th April 2024, you can see, the resources support would reduce till 18th May 2024, right? And then it is going to reduce even more. The support is going to reduce even more till 30th May 2024. And what will happen after 30th May 2024 is the most important thing for India. Because after 30th May 2024, that is on 31st May 2024, Mars is going to enter Aries, and then Mercury will move to Taurus. So from that day onwards, you can see the resource production even more reduces. That is one important thing. So 31st May 2024 would be an important day. So the transition of Mars into Aries, Mercury into Taurus. So that is the date, 31st May 2024. Till that time, even though the situation seems to, be a bit frictional, it's not going to be completely frictional. There is a balance we can always find. And then the important thing that's going to happen is on 5th June 2024. On that day, you can see a Jupiter, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Sun, and Uranus. If you take Uranus out of this club, based upon the traditional Vedic astrology, if you take it out, even that time you can see a 5-planet conjunction happening in the sign of Taurus, where India will see a lot of transition in transportation. And this particular change, right, that's going to happen from 5th June 2024 onwards, especially in the case of transportation, how it is going to be. We will discuss that in our next video. And the most important thing here, if you observe very clearly, very slowly, the kind of support India is getting, the kind of resources support India is getting is reducing, step by step. Till 25th April 2024, it can be one situation, and after that, it worsens to an extent till 18th May 2024, and then it worsens even more by 30th May 2024. After 30th May 2024, the support would reduce even more, based on these transits. But how can we come out of this situation? One important thing is people should start thinking about agricultural activities. So the greatest thing, right, that humans can do is not inventing something great or, it's not that. The greatest thing a human can do is agriculture. Agriculture is God. It's equivalent to God. Because agriculture is giving you food. Without agriculture, no culture. Right? So, no culture, no civilization, no humans, no animals, nothing. No life on earth without agriculture. Of course, without agriculture, whatever God gives, the fruits and all the stuff, we can eat to an extent and live. But agriculture is the fundamental thing for, you know, for advancement of the society. Because when you eat good food, then only you can work better, then only you can invent something better, and the society will advance. The fundamental thing, we should not forget the base, our base. Even in Vedas, agricultural activities are mentioned. How to do agricultural activities, it's clearly mentioned in Vedas, right? And a country like India, where agriculture is treated as God, it's equivalent to God. We should not forget our culture, right? So without agriculture, no India. That's a fundamental thing. So everybody should start thinking about doing some agricultural activities. Even government should also, give a lot of support to the farmers. So then only India can come out of this situation. Otherwise, India may want to take food from other countries, may want a lot of support from other countries, and other countries are not in a position to help India, right? Of course, there would be some countries that are already helping India for food resources, right? But 2024, food scarcity is the theme for India. Resources scarcity, that is the theme that's present in India. Food is God, agriculture is God. If people believe in these two sentences, India can come out of this situation. If government thinks more and more about agriculture, then yes, India can come out of this situation. Thanks for watching this video. I will continue this video in part 2. I'll continue my predictions in part 2. Especially on that 5th June 2024, that 6 planet conjunction, if you include Uranus, also that 6 planet conjunction happening in Taurus. That's going to be very much important. So the theme here is a bit of rift, a bit of friction in existence of a country, a fundamental existence of a country. That's agriculture, food activities. So thanks for watching this video.